Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Ottoman campaign. So, last time around we saw off the Austrians, and technically we actually won the campaign. But I want to extend it to capture Rome. Unfortunately for me, we have a situation on our hand. The Russians are coming back in the north. So suddenly a bunch of full stacks are turning down there. I've noticed also the Prussians have pushed forward, and the biggest situation is that, as you can see here, we are no longer allies with France, and we've dropped from about I think we had 110 to 59 points, which means that they're only the third happiest. We're actually, well, technically Prussia is 39, so I don't know why France ends up below them. But I mean, it's more than Spain and so on. Anyways, it's an imminent attack by France on our territory. And I'm not entirely sure how we'll do this. I think what we'll do is we'll try to capture Rome, but we'll do it in a quicker way, like we try to go as fast as possible directly to Rome, because I don't have a lot of turns before France attacks me. I've tried so many different things to get around this, and there's not a lot I can do. What we're gonna start off with here is a bit of a... is gonna peace out with Russia. We're gonna give them... because it's under siege, I can't actually give it to the Russians. That's a problem. Right, we're gonna have to win the battle here, then we can give these two regions to them. We're gonna bring all the armies back down here. I think we're actually gonna give... what we're gonna do is we're gonna give Russia the Kiev region, we're gonna give them this region, and we're gonna give them that, which gives the French a little bit more time to fight with the Russians before they go ahead and attack us, which should hopefully enable me to put an army here and hopefully even build a fort, and then get the rest of my armies on ships capturing this before France just steamroll us, which I am pretty sure they will do. And that's the plan to try and avoid. Because I've already tried this, so the Russians will piece me out. And not only that, the Russians will also give me all of their technology as part of that deal, so that's pretty nice. Especially the fact that they will give me... let's see what technologies they do have. I think modern rifles is the best one, but there's quite a few others. The upkeep cost for artillery, movement range. Yeah, the artillery shot is not that nice. I did notice though that I didn't actually get the option to, as you see here, that you get the technology for modern rifles, but I didn't actually get the modern rifle unit that is visible there. So I don't know what that's up about. Anyways, that's the plan. Let's see if we can put it to action. So we're gonna win one last battle against the Russians, and hopefully that'll be enough for me to peace out. Give France a little more time, because I don't know what it is really. Why they can't go, because I've given them access to go through my lands, but they don't go through, and they do have a direct route through here to the Russians, but they don't go there either. And then also, because the Russians are only focusing more or less on me, the Prussians in my different test ones, the one that came the furthest, the Prussians managed to take Lithuania and Estonia, Livonia. So they keep moving forward while the Russians keep coming down through here. So hopefully you got all that information. I think we're gonna start moving some of the well, I don't need a lot of ships. We need the brig. I think we're gonna send the brig over to Constantinople. And we're gonna send the sloop over there as well. And we're gonna have them to pick up some armies. I'm also hopefully recruiting some troops. We'll be ready kind of just as the war is starting. So we've got all these elite Janissary troops and the Sultan's Guard, and then we've got these huge batteries. I decided to go for these because I thought that would look cooler than the Ottoman super battery of, I think it's 10 howitzers. So I thought I'd rather have like those round cannons instead of that massive canister, or not canister, what's it called, howitzer battery. So with that said, first we're gonna have to win this battle to make sure that we are able to give all this, so that we can make peace with the Russians. So with that said, let's go ahead and strike forth out of camp and defeat the Russians. They bring a big battery, they bring lots of light infantry, some grenadiers, mostly light cavalry though, light cavalry and lances. Shouldn't be that big of a problem to defeat these, even though it definitely doesn't say puts us to be favorable to win this, but I have confidence in Hursid Ahmed, in my ability to win battles against the Russians. We start off at the edge of town, ready to attack the Russians, which are lining up in there to siege our town, or our town, not really our town, but our captured town. Interesting thing to note is that the Russian spawn is kind of split in two with this impassable terrain going straight through it. So even though, hopefully that also kind of, I would hope that they had put most of their troops down here, and then they would be funneled towards here, towards the cannons. But even so, if they spawn on they put their troops on either side, that's just going to split their army in two, and it'll be easier for me to defeat them. Pretty normal setup otherwise. I've bunched the artillery over here. We've got the sappers ready to run out, put stakes. We've got lances, the other two cavalry units over here, old Janissaries in the back, a new model army in the front. Let's go. Okay, so we've got one battery over here, which is gonna suffer all our shots, all our artillery shots in the beginning here. And they've got a few troops situated there. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move like so, as it seems like they have quite a few troops up on the hill. And then my cavalry move out over there. And the lancers to the forest. Oh, they have a lot of troops here. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually fall back slightly. That way. With the old styled infantry behind them. Place stakes. I think it's time to hold fire. We're gonna let the howitzer continue fire. The other two will switch to canister immediately. Get the lancers up. Okay, they're about to charge in on our line. But it's hussars! Riding straight into these lines. Not a great tactic by the enemy.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Telling these two batteries to fire canister. The enemy is moving en masse towards our line. Let's get the cavalry ready here in the flank. So we got them on either side. Ooh, the Russians look strong as they march on here. I think we're gonna have to move the general up. So the Russians on one side is kind of making a line here, but on another we're fighting back and forth through here. Those Jaegers are murdering some more units here on the front line. The general has arrived to strengthen our troops. One Russian regiment is pulling back. I'm gonna spy these guys over here and rally some others. We've got enemy cavalry and tons of troops moving in on this side, which I don't know about.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna charge head on into them, which is not a great strategy, but that's what I'm gonna do. These guys are about to just move around on our flank. Let's have the cavalry charge over there, and then these guys hopefully hold the enemy back for a little bit. Right, my cavalry charge actually scared the enemy back. So their troops are retreating, and the rest of their troops are moving straight into our lines over here. And are hopefully getting defeated. Right, my cavalry is just running over all of these. But I need to stop them from breaking the main line. These guys are running straight into all this canister. And we'll hope that that's enough. Doesn't look like it. They just attack the howitzers, telling them to retreat. Alright, my cavalry was able to defeat all the Russians over here. Right, second battery got attacked, tell them to retreat as well. Third one still going strong, but no, then they are caught as well and forced to retreat. We need to redraw the line. New model army troops. We're actually gonna put the old army first now, as the new units, the new model army, has lost so many men. I actually managed to get one of my cannons out of there, which is nice, over here. Back over here, the cavalry survived whatever they fought over there. I'm hoping we can break these guys over here, but I'm not too sure. Oh, the general is on the wrong side of the lines. Let's see. We've got 3 units of the new model army, which are kind of broken down. The other 2 will be posted to the flanks. And this one over here. And then I'll actually disengage my cavalry. And we'll try to see what we can establish, kind of a new line. This cavalry unit will not continue forward as it's riding straight into fire by the musketeers, and they got slaughtered there. Not a great look for us. Get those troops into the flank and defeat that unit. It's a Jaeger unit. I'm gonna send my lancers over. So we have 1 cavalry unit on either side. The line held, but I guess my mistake was that I should have put more troops defending this area right here. I didn't know that they're gonna have... Basically, I was hoping... I was trusting too much that I was hoping that they were gonna spawn all the troops there. Kind of the AI kind of fooled me there. They put the general over here, but most of the troops were actually here. And then they were able to charge through. I mean, I'm winning the battle, but they were able to send away 2 of my cannons. And now the light infantry over here is hiding in the bloody town. But hopefully they're actually... You know what? Looks like they're kind of moving outside of it. Should open up for a charge by the Lancers. And looks like they're not trying to go and hide within the buildings. My Lancer charge got a bit spread out though. But with some renewed vigor, we should be able to run these guys down. Keep on them. We've got one unit of musketeers. I'm not sure why they're running over there. What's going on over here? Oh, they're following my troops all the way over here. Which I don't know. Sappers there. Cavalry over there. Okay, we got the light infantry over there, but they still have... Oh, they're leaving? The Russians are leaving? Yes, the Russians are leaving. They're leaving, but they're leaving their cannons behind. But all the troops are actually leaving the field of battle. Right, hold then and open fire on these guys. Huh. I've seen, I mean, we've seen the Russians leave, or the enemy leave the field before. But I haven't really seen it like this. I was not expecting that. I think we still might be able to catch these guys. And we're gonna catch them hopefully from both sides. So we're gonna have one Lancer coming in from this side and another Lancer coming in from that side. I think these guys on their own can't defeat this unit. But with the aid of the second unit, they should be able to defeat. And then my other unit just got the cannons. And it's a victory. Rather quick fight, but probably thousands of men dead. What I lost, 2 cannon crews left the field, but they left the field alive. Heavy casualties on the cavalry, but they're also still alive. New model army troops, heavy casualties, but they are also alive. So I mean, close victory. I think that even though the undermanning my left flank, it went pretty well, I'd say. We lost 720 men. The Russians lost 2,400, leaving about 1,500 men of them left. Our entire army is intact. Highest killers goes to 2 cavalry units, but then 2 new model army units as well. And then 1 battery down here. Chevrons gained for the cavalry. But I think that's mostly just fewer units sharing a lot more XP. We fought back the Russians. And it's time now to initiate my plan. I'm going to request peace. I'm going to give them these 3 regions. I'm going to demand all that technology. And what else can I hope to demand from them? Probably nothing else. Okay, they did not accept that. Was it the technology then? I'm more interested in peace than I am in the technology. Standardized artillery general staff then. They agreed to that. Something in the Lord's eyes. So we lost 3 regions. But we still retain important regions. We're gonna put the troops in full retreat. What I'm thinking is 6 turns here. We probably can't hold. I wish I could send this army down to. Probably not gonna be able to hold this. Some of the troops, some of the better troops, are gonna be enrolled in this army, and they're gonna be sent over to deal with Rome. And then we're gonna try to entrench ourselves just to gain time for the others to capture Rome, while just we hold against Napoleon's onslaught. Napoleon's surely gonna try to attack here and go through there. I wonder if. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about this if this works. Let's go ahead and end turn and see what the if the French declare war on us or what happens. The French did not declare war on us, but Napoleon has marched in just across the border into Croatia, which is not great. I wonder if I should even build the fort here. Anyways, we're gonna move this army to be stationed here. I don't know where I'll put these guys over here. And then you'll be stationed here. This army is gonna be stationed here. We've got these guys gonna be stationed here, and then you gonna speed as fast as possible down to the capital. I think I'm building a ship, which is kind of unnecessary because I've already got 2 ships on the way. So you're gonna move over there. I only actually need that 1 ship, but we're gonna move one over here just in case. Might have it move up here to pick up an army if necessary. We do already have a fort here. I've got 8,000. I want to save that in case I need troops rather than try and spend it on upgrading stuff. Let's see if we cannot renew our alliance with Napoleon. What if I give you these 2 and I join the war against Russia? Will you then join? Allow me to join once again in a military alliance. Yes, we have finished negotiations. We are back. But this is only temporary. This is going to be very, very temporary. I imagine that France is still hell-bent set on destroying us. And I don't know why. Maybe it is that they need an actual road going over to, or I don't know. Maybe it's something set really deep in the AI that they want to destroy us. Let's end turn once more and see if this alliance holds. I mean, the best case scenario is that France declares war on Prussia, but it seems like there's something set that they break alliance back and forth all the time, but they don't actually declare war on each other, which is kind of frustrating. Oh, we are pretty good. We are on friendly terms. What about an alliance with you? They want a load of cash. No way. You're gonna abandon me anyways when France declare wars. So there's no point in spending a load of money on those guys. Let's enter. Of all the things that I was expecting, this was probably not one of them. Probably wasn't one of them. This was certainly not one of them. Out of nowhere, Spain declares war on me. I am quite certain that everyone's gonna join them and not me in this alliance. So, oh god. I was able to get France off my back. Out of nowhere, the senile old bastard over in Spain, who hasn't done anything useful for the entire game, decides to screw me over. Right. They refused to join, and they probably joined my Ottoman and France. The alliance is broken. Trade agreement with everyone, more or less. And enemy join. France joins the enemy, and so does Prussia. Prussia I don't care about. They can go stuff themselves. I don't see them declaring war on me anytime soon, or being able to send troops against me anytime soon. However, France is a bit more difficult. I can't hope to hold Croatia, so I'm thinking about turning that entire place into rubble. The Russians have moved an army all the way down here, ready to attack that. I've moved away from my position here, where I'm actually building a fort. 2 turns left. So we're gonna have a fight here. Not this video though. This doesn't look good. It doesn't bode well in this fight. First Jaeger battalion, so that's kind of an elite unit as well. Against one of my worst armies. Or my worst army, I must say. Luckily that's the only front they're seen on. At the same time, I have been able to build up this army. So we've got elite Janissaries, elite Sultan's Guard, and these 2 massive cannons under the command of Ghazi Rusid. However, I was hoping first to actually draw troops from the other armies to fill this up. Looks like that's not going to be the case, because they're going to be needed. So instead, I'm going to have to recruit some extra troops, and that's going to take a few extra turns. So it's going to be 2 more turns until this army is ready. I'm also recruiting some cavalry down here. So the idea is they're going to put the extra infantry there, go aboard the ships, go all the way around here, pick up the cavalry once they pass Greece, and we have this brig right here ready to attack pretty soon over here. We're gonna attack this fleet, and it's gonna be a massive naval battle around there. Hopefully I'll actually be able to kind of avoid the naval battle by moving past and maybe moving inland and taking the fort or taking the town instead. And we can work that on. But next video is gonna be an attack here. Then hopefully the next one after that will actually be the invasion of Sicily. I'm so pissed off at Spain right now. Wait, what? Why does France control one region in Spain? They certainly did not go to war against each other. I guess the English invaded? Right, since I have no allies, what if we can try and peace out with Great Britain? No. What would I have to offer them? But then I would have to go with the entire alliance, make sure that I make peace with the entire alliance. And probably Russia will still go ahead and declare war and drag England in, or Great Britain again. So that's probably not gonna work. So we're in the shit right now. We're in the shit. We've always been in the shit, but now we're more in the shit than we were before. We've sunk deeper. But as long as I can achieve my goal of taking Rome, it doesn't matter if my complete empire just crumbles to the ground and explodes into 1,000 pieces. Anyways, with all of that said, we're gonna end it right here. So, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!